up, Dokkaners? Welcome back to Toonami for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. So in this video, guys, we're going to be going over the free-to-play team and how it stands against the new Dokkan event, the Future Gohan Updated Dokkan event. The reason why I'm doing this is because the weakness for this event are Android 17 and 18 from the future. So I figured I would have some fun with it and put together a free-to-play Android 17 and 18 team. So these are the two units that are capable of actually mitigating the damage and doing a little bit more, but the rest of them still qualify under the 17 and 18 umbrella. So I figured I would bring them on. This is the Hellfighter 17 from the World Tournament, great support unit. The two Universe Survival Saga units, they're actually really nice. I recently rebuilt them in the way that they were supposed to be built. They were some of my first free-to-play units ever acquired, and I didn't know how to build them properly. But now that the event came back and I took the time to actually fix them, they are much nicer. And then the LR Friend Summon Androids, one of the greatest units in all of I can't even finish that sentence. These guys are okay, but now that they're on an Android team free-to-play, they actually have more utility. And then finally, I wanted to have the Android 17, 18, and Android 16, the LR physical one, but I couldn't find it anywhere, and I wasn't really in the mood to just keep trying again and again and again because of recent events. If some of you have been watching my streams, you know what happened. I'm over it. I'm so over it. I'm so... So I decided to use the MVP 17 from the Universe Survival Saga. It still works, everyone still falls under the Android category umbrella, and this is completely free to play, like I said, except for the friend unit, but still that's okay, because a friend unit can be anything. You are not paying or summoning for a friend unit to be non-free to play. So let's jump in. So this is my very first time doing this event. I have not done this event before. The reason mainly is because I've been trying to farm out the free-to-play units because there have been a ton of events that have just dropped on Global. So I've been going through and making sure all of my units are built properly. If some of them are not, I'm going back in, picking up some dupes, and fixing them accordingly. I'm also getting some new... Blah, 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 blah. So our first of the two units that can do extra damage and take a little bit less, the Android 18 from the future. Unfortunately, she's not paired up with the Android 17 from the future. I would much prefer to have them together just to really see how they work. I don't think it's going to make too much difference, but since this is free to play, you always want to play it a little more strategically, a little safer. So the other units should be able to hold their own until that time. As you can see, Android 18, the Universe Survival Saga one, did just fine there. She just stunned him, both of them attacked and nerfed him, so right off the bat, we're already making some noise. It's not going to be that big a deal if we take a couple turns to line everybody up in the proper way. So, and also, since this is a showcase for the free-to-play units, I'm going to try to keep the pay-to-play unit out of the conversation. He will still do significant damage because he's got type advantage right here, and probably will have for some of the future rounds. I don't even know if Gohan remains int the entire time. I haven't even done this event before. Another reason why I haven't really thought about doing this event is because when I did my one and only summoning video with Social Fire, which by the way you should check in the description below, I was only able to pull one unit, one new unit from the banner, and I didn't really think that it would be too necessary to go for the metal farm right away because I don't really need that unit. After the summoning, I kind of thought about it, and while it's great that I have the new unit, I don't really need them. And I haven't really felt that way about a new unit in a long time. So, in fact, I don't even think I've felt that way ever. So it kind of bummed me out to make that realization that I don't even need the unit that I got. So yeah, there just really wasn't any reason to go into this Dokkan event yet. So I figured I would wait. Now we're doing it on a video, so it will have a more candid result. So now, if something goes wrong or something goes right, it will be the first time that I'm experiencing it, so, you know, maybe it could make for a better video. I think what we're going to end up doing is having the two Universe Survival Saga androids together, and we're going to have the two future androids together. I think that will probably work best, and then the rest of the units can just be floaters, because the two Universe Survival Saga units actually are very good. Both nerf, one seals and one stuns as an added bonus. So basically, if you're fighting one enemy and you've got the initial attack, you're pretty much in control, which I think is what's happening. And now that we've got these two united at last, I don't even think this is going to be close. The Android lead for the free-to-play side is actually only a 50% lead this time, instead of a 70% or maybe something more that you might expect. So that does work against me as far as stats. The TEQ Android 17 is a 50% Androids lead, key plus 3, 50% across the board. The Android 18 is a siblings bond lead, 50% and key plus 3. Most of these stats, our defense will come from the friend unit. So again, if you're trying to go like fully, truly free to play with not even a friend unit being pay to play, it's going to be quite difficult. That might actually be a challenge worth trying out. Maybe we'll try that versus all Dokkan events at some point. Alright, so now we're on AGL. I don't know how many more stages we have. I don't think it should be too much longer. Alright. Oh, wow, 15k? Okay, so I need to be a little bit more careful now. If I were to get supered, that is going to hurt. I don't think this guy can be stunned either. Yeah, I don't think he can be stunned. So the only thing that we can do now is just nerf. And whenever I build my free-to-play units who have nerfing powers, I tend to give them max additionals, which is what I did for both of these guys. The Android 18 has 20 built-in additional, and the Android 17, I believe, has 15. I don't think that you can go up to 20. Yeah, you can only go up to 15 for int units because their base 55% trait gives them 5 dodge, which means it takes away from a maximum potential of 20 on any particular trait. So, with that said, it still shouldn't be an issue because, as you can see, we've nerfed him into the ground. This guy's immune to stun and... oh, he's not immune to seal, so we can still totally seal him. Alright. I'm hoping this gets a little more challenging in the final fight. I don't think this is the last fight. I have a feeling that the final one will be int again. A transform... ooh, it's going to be a transformed Gohan. Okay, that's what it is. Yep, there it is. Transformed int Gohan. I would have loved to have had this guy, but since I can't get him, I'm going to destroy him and beat him into the ground. Respectfully, of course. Ooh, I'm facing a lot of damage. Facing a lot of damage. Can this guy be nerfed? I wasn't paying attention. Can this guy be nerfed? Yes, he can. Oh, he can be sealed. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Whoa, with one nerf, we still take 23k per hit. We are at a total of 220% stat boosting on, I think, attack and HP. I forget what MVP 17 does. I think he leads with a 170% on HP and attack and a 130 on defense, if I'm not mistaken. So that is why we're taking a little bit more than you might be used to. So let's see what this guy leads. HP and attack 70, yeah, 170 and defense 130. Perfect. No, Massa. I've made a huge mistake. I've made a huge mistake. You know what? I'm gonna let it sit. If I die, I want it to be recorded. I'm such an idiot. Wow, okay. Well, I nerfed him and I sealed him, so that kept me safe. But if I hadn't done that... oh my... damn it. Got it. Wow. Wow. This is giving me Legendary Goku event flashbacks. Totally focused now, guys. The chat will be looked at even less. I apologize in advance, but no, not sorry. Because we are on the cusp of something spectacular. You are such a... Blabberjum. Oh! What the? Bruh. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. Wow. But that is the power of nerfing. Whenever a unit can nerf, I strongly consider... oh my god! 4.8 million? On a free-to-play Dokkan attack, type disadvantage? I guess the fact that he was Android 17 completely transcended any limitations. That was insane. Okay. Well, Android 17 finally pulled his own weight. Right, guys? So there you have it, folks. A fully free-to-play Android 17 and 18 team going into the future Gohan Dokkan event. So that is about it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments if you've tried this team, if you've ever considered running all 17 and 18s. If so, what team did you use? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkans in the future, and click that notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again, stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.